Yo, yo, welcome back, welcome back. And these are the good wee, what do you may call it? Merry, merry, happy, happy. Hope these have had a good time. A wee heads up, right? Now, Hug Money, which is tomorrow, probably today by the time you're watching this, I'm going to take the sound system out the front there, at the grass market. I'm going to pitch right below the castle for the fireworks. So I'm going to try and pull off the ultimate challenge of a proper people's party, no tickets, free for the people, by the people, right? So come and support this, guys. Come and support anybody that knows me, right? My front door's open, right? For the toilet, the kettle, a chill, a bit of heat. If you know me, my front door's open. Come, let's have some fun. Let's smash fuck out 2025. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back, right? I'm going to take you back to where all this started. But it's like coming up 6 years now I've been running with this sound system. And what's happening is it's beautiful, right? There's a lot of love coming for it, and I want to go deeply into that in another video. What's happening here, what's coming for it, and where it's going. But before I do that, right, I'm going to make this wee video, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to take you back to where it all started. And it all started 2020, the day before lockdown, the last day of business, 2020, and it was the equinox. They shut the place down on the equinox, March, right? And I took the big PV speakers, the big 18-inch PVs, down to the banana flats in Leith, and I belted Sunshine on Leith into the banana flats, and the banana flats is shaped like a banana, right? So the speakers facing into there, the sound bounced off, and 1.5 K of sound went in, and about 40 K of sound bounced out. I'm telling you, the whole wee Leith heard this. And what happened there was, magic happened there, and I want to go into make another video on that as well, what happened and what came for it. Because what happened was, I transmuted consciousness for a moment in time. Everybody in that tower block, everybody in Leith, and the scariest time that anybody's ever been through, the most worrying time, I made everybody forget that by playing music for 30 minutes into that tower block, and it went viral, and it hit breakfast TV around the world, right? And that was me acting in virtue, proper virtue, right? Because I never videoed it, I never put it on the internet. I'd done it because it had to be done, right? And that while everybody was out clapping on their doorstep, virtue signalling, I stood in true virtue, and something magical came for that. I'm going to leave you a wee clip of what happened that day. Now, so many people remember that, and I mean, it lit up people that didn't even live in Leith, because it went viral. But something magical happened. See, after that song was played and the song was finished, it was like everybody was out on their balcony. The whole tower block was out on their balcony, and as soon as that song finished, this big roar came. It was like an amphitheatre. This big roar came, right, and it flung itself at me. was like, I'm not a DJ, I'm not a performer, none of that, but I felt that magic that performers must feel when they get around the applause, when they've performed something. And it was like, I've been trying to work out what that feeling was, and I want to do a video on it more, right? And I'll tell you what it was, right? It was the Holy Spirit that came back to me, because I connected the consciousness of a tower block at that moment in time, and sovereignty, right? Sovereignty, thoughts, emotions and actions, sovereignty is the Holy Spirit. That's what I'm discovering by working with sovereignty and researching sovereignty and practicing with sovereignty and natural law, right? What's coming to me, and I want to go deeper into this in other videos, sovereignty is the Holy Spirit. I'm telling you. And that's what we need to, the only way out of this, right, is by lifting spirit. By lifting each other's spirit. It's the only way out of this, because that's what the whole agenda is to obliterate spirit. That's their agenda. So the only way we can climb out of that is by lifting spirit. And that's what I've been doing the whole time since fucking just before lockdown landed, the day before. I've been uplifting spirit with the sound system, and there's so much magic coming for it, and there's so much healing coming for it, for me and for so many other people, which I want to go deeply into in other videos. But I'm transmuting a lot of trauma that happened to me and a lot of trauma that happened to my children. I'm transmuting it by doing this, and I'm alchemizing all of that negativity into something positive, not just for me, for everybody. And it's beautiful. It's so fucking beautiful. Now, where it started for New Year, right, was well, before that, right, after the Sunshine on Leith thing, I'd done the first lockdown rally, which was in Holyrood, September 2020, and this is where it kind of began for me with the sound system. So I'm setting up the sound system, and I mean, thousands of people were coming, because nobody'd been out for 6 months because they'd been locked down, and this thing happened, and everybody came from all over Scotland. Coaches were coming in from all over Scotland, and I'm setting up the sound system, right, for the rally, and the police come right over to me because I'm setting stuff up, and the police are like right at me. They're like, you can't be doing that here, because there's new legislation out saying that you can't protest. And this is where the whole thing changed for me, because I just stumped them there and then with, this isn't a protest. I didn't protest. Children stamped their feet in protest. I was like, I'm here to declare the truth. This is a declaration of truth. And the constable stepped back. He stepped back and he pointed at me, and he was like, a declaration of truth? He was like, I like that. And I was like, good. I like that as well. That's why I'm here, to declare the truth. And like, he kind of, he tried to be my friend, like he couldn't stop me. I bent him to my will, right? And then I told him to look, like big huge arena, Holyrood Park. All these coaches are coming in, people are flooding in. I was like, look around you. I was like, this is my court. This is my court, and see the people here. The people are my jury. And like, they were stumped, right? And see, for that moment on, the whole of Scotland's been my arena. That's my court, know what I mean? And as long as there's no harm being done, they can't stop it. They can't stop it. And that was like September 2020. And if you can remember, the following year, 2021, they came out with Omicron. Remember that? They cancelled Christmas again. Second Christmas, they cancelled it just before Christmas and came out with this Omicron stuff. And I mean, I was raging during lockdown. I was like a lion with a fucking pit bull attitude. I mean, when I look back at the videos I done, like challenging the police and like the stuff I done with the sound system, and I look back on that, I'm fucking so glad I done it. Like, and I'm amazed that I'm still doing it. So we go back to Omicron, right? They cancelled Omicron and they cancelled Christmas with Omicron, this fucking new thing that came out. And I was like, fuck that. I'm like, they cancelled the Hogmanay fireworks at the castle, so I was like, fuck that. I took the sound system up the top of Carlton Hill and done a wee fire pit thing, right, with my sound system. And I went up there probably, it was afternoon time on Hogmanay, it was like before tea time I went up there. And before too long the police showed up, like half a dozen police showed up. And because we had a fire pit burning, they kept on like telling us to put the fire out. We had it contained and it was in a pit, it wasn't a loose fire, it was contained. They kept telling us to put it out and they kept hassling us. No, I said fuck all about the music or the sound system, just put the fire out. And I was just refused to put the fire out and like no doing what I was told, right? And I got to the point where they were like, you're going to have to put that fire out or we're phoning the fire brigade. And I was like, well, you're wasting the fire brigade's time because it's not an out of control fire and we're in control of the fire. It's like, it's pointless, we're not putting the fire out. This went on and on and on, and eventually they did phone the fire brigade. The fire brigade showed up, right? The fire brigade showed up and I've approached the fire brigade and there was 2 fire engines came up and for a wee fucking fireball, right? A wee fire in a low. And so I went up, spoke to the fireman and told them like I've been on every scheme in this town, like throughout my life I've been on every scheme in this town and I'm a father of 6 kids. So I've spent many bonfire night in these schemes with my kids, and any time the fire brigade show up, back in the day when there was a bonfire burning, the fire brigade would say to the adults like, you need to supervise that fire and you can't leave until it goes out or you put it out or we're putting it out now. And as long as there was an adult that took responsibility for that fire, the fireman went away. And I said that to the fireman and I was like, look, we're all adults here, there's no children here. We're responsible for this fire, and they agreed, right? They agreed. And the firemen have like big padded gloves, like fucking boxing gloves, right? And this fireman fucking fist bumped me, and it was a fist bump. It was like I felt his knuckles through the fucking padded gloves, the big padded gloves. It was like a well done for doing this, know what I mean? I felt it in the fist bump, right? And then they left. And then the next minute they're talking to the police, and the police are telling them to put the fire out. And then they've went and got a bowl of water, right? A pail of water, sorry, they've got a pail of water to put this out of control fire out, pail of water. No hoses or nothing like that. And as soon as they got the pail of water, I went up to the fireman and I'm like, there's no higher authority in Scotland than a sovereign Scotsman, right? And the fireman looked right at me and he was like, will you take that up with them then? Pointed to the police. So then I went over to the police and took it up with them. So that was twice that I got the fireman to hesitate putting the fire out. But at the end of the day, the police did tell the firemen what to do, and the firemen done what they were fucking told by the policemen, when at the end of the day, it's the fireman's jurisdiction to decide what happens with a fire, not the fucking police. And I took that up with the police as well. It was like, your jurisdiction's crime. Like, you've got the firemen here, so you need to let them decide. Why? And just fucking, they just didn't fucking listen, outstepped their jurisdiction, and they fucking upset fucking a couple of thousand people. They could have caused a fucking riot like that. And I told them that. And
William, join your bucket! Your bucket, William!
They weren't happy that we held the ground, and like they just wanted to stamp a bit of authority that they've no got, and that was the outcome. It was a wee bit of carnage, but it calmed down and we continued to party, and it was mental because I was there for like in the afternoon most of the day, and come like about 10:30, 11 o'clock, all these people just came out in area, and there must have been about 2,000 people, easy, 2,000-3,000 people, maybe more, at the top of that hill for the Omicron Christmas. It's like a pilgrimage. It's like people naturally go up there every year to watch the fireworks at the castle, but that year it was cancelled. But all of a sudden, for some magical reason, I was up there with a sound system, thousands of people showed up, and that was a good New Year. That was a good New Year. That's where the New Year party started, with the sound system. Show you a wee video of last year's Hogmanay when they cancelled the fireworks at the castle again because of the weather. Remember, it was bad weather last year, and they cancelled the street party and the fireworks at the last minute and just pulled the plug. Like magic. It's like, I don't know, I'm just like addicted to this process of bending the authorities to my will. I love it. I just love it. So tomorrow, come and meet me at the Grass Market tomorrow evening for the fireworks at Edinburgh Castle. So quickly before I go, I'm going to go back to sovereignty being the Holy Spirit, right? Because the Holy Spirit's coming back to me by doing this, right? I've been working with natural law and sovereignty for over 10 years, the Hermetic principles, right? Natural law, I've been deeply practicing it for over a decade, right? And something happened at that Sunshine on Leith thing, as I say, with that applause, something it fired back at me because I was the source of that happening, right? And that came back to me, and like it never left me. This thing grabbed me and never left me, and I've been trying to work it out the whole time. Like, what is that thing that grabbed me? And I'm telling yous, right? I'm telling yous, it's the Holy Spirit, right? Sovereignty is the Holy Spirit. Thoughts, emotions and actions is the Holy Spirit. And that's what they're trying to diminish. That's what they're trying to destroy, is sovereignty and the Holy Spirit, right? And that the Holy Spirit's coming back to me by doing this, right? And the Holy Spirit's in you, it's in me, it's in everybody. And sovereignty is the most important thing. It's more important than life itself, right? Because without sovereignty, there is no life, right? There is no life without sovereignty. There is no life without thoughts, emotions and actions, and that's what they're trying to take away from us. That's the Holy Spirit, guys. That's what's coming back to me, and it's emotional as fuck, like it really is. I want to go deeply into it because it's deeper than that, and I'm going to leave you here, guys, but if anybody that can maybe resonate with that with me, like, do you feel the Holy Spirit in an applause? Do you feel the Holy Spirit in a celebration? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments, guys, because like I've discovered something, and I've been working with it, and magic's happening. Right? I'm just leave you with that. Magic's happening. Stay sovereign. Keep shining.
The power they took from the people